In this video, I'm going to show you how to lift your vibrations in order to manifest with the law of attraction. Welcome back to another video. My name is Hervé, and as you know, I help people understand why they're stuck, and then I help them to get unstuck. Now, as I mentioned in this video, I will explain to you the vibrations, how you can lift your vibrations in order to start the manifestation process. Now, if you are watching this video, you know by now that if you are in a low vibration, you won't be able to manifest. And you also probably know what constitutes a higher and a lower vibration. And you also know, by most probably, how to lift your vibration. The most prominent way that is always explained out there is to express gratitude. You need to express gratitude in order to lift your vibrations so that your manifestations can start to happen. Now, as you know, I like to teach the mechanics behind the law of attraction, the mechanics behind everything. Because according to me, if you don't understand how something works, then you can't make it work for you. There's no point in just knowing how to do it, but you don't understand why certain people or certain resources out there will tell you to express gratitude. And that is what I want to teach you in today's video. Now, recently, people are starting to stress and worry about not being able to manifest because they are in a low vibration. Because of all these resources and all these proclaimed law of attraction experts that are out there. And in a sense, yes, that is true. But I want to teach you that it's not entirely true that you can not manifest at all. And I want to teach you what that actually means and how you can intersect, because that lower vibration that you are experiencing are most probably caused by the lack of a certain thing. And that which you want to manifest, which is the result of your lower vibration, is a reality. So let's say, hypothetically, you want to attract money, but you are experiencing depression because of the lack of thereof. Now, how can you eliminate the depression in order to get the money that's going to, or that should eliminate the depression? That cycle will not be broken if you apply wishful thinking and not understand how you can get rid of that depression. Now, let's get started. I want you to remember this word, TV, and it stands for thoughts, emotions, vibrations, and energy. Now, we all know that your emotions comes from your thoughts, right? So if you have bad thoughts, you're going to have lower emotions. And we all know that vibrations, this is what we're working on today, vibrations. We all know that vibrations is nothing more than our emotions. So it is dictated by our emotions. And our vibrations has an energy. It gives us energy. Now, if we are in a if we're experiencing lower energy, then we are not manifesting anything. We're not materializing anything. So then we have, once again, negative thoughts. So the worse our thoughts are, the lower our emotions are, the lower our vibrations are, and the lower our energy is. Now, everything in this world, if you are watching this video, you know that everything is energy, right? Everything is made up of energy. If you want a certain thing or a certain person or a certain experience, that is a bundle of energy, because everything consists of energy, right? So that person is made up of energy. But as I always say, in order to get that person, you need to give something, right? Law of attraction is nothing more than give and take. So in order to manifest, you need to give something. That which you give is energy, physical energy and mental energy, right? So energy is the foundation, is the basis of everything that you want and everything that you give. So energy is what's needed in order to manifest, okay? So there are two sides to energy. Thoughts and actions. We all know by now, if you are watching this, you know that law of attraction has a couple of steps. First of all, you visualize, right? You lift your vibrations, you lift your emotions, then you visualize, or you do this in conjunction, and then you take action, and then you receive your result. So it's thoughts and actions. But as I've mentioned in a previous video, and this is where people get it wrong, that if you haven't watched that video, please go and watch that video. I'll put the link in the description and also on the card above. The thoughts process of the law of attraction is about 10% of manifestation. And actions, taking action, is about 90% of realizing that which you want, either the thing or the person or experience. If you think about this, if I visualize that table with a cup of coffee standing on it, I can do that instantly. In actual fact, I'm doing this while I'm speaking to you. But the only way that that can become a reality is if somehow either me or somebody takes action and brings a cup of coffee to that table. But without action, if I just visualize, that's the easiest part. That I can do, that I'm already doing. But without any action, either from yourself or somebody else, that cannot happen. A cup of coffee cannot just appear, okay? So therefore, actions is 90% of the process of the law of attraction, and thoughts is about 10%. Now, why do we start with thoughts? Because we cannot start with the action, we need to start with thoughts. That's what law of attraction ultimately tells us. You need to visualize, right? So why do we start with thoughts, and how does this process work? We start with thoughts, and there's two parts to thoughts. Now, thoughts has two objectives. It tells us what to do, and it keeps direction. Why does it tell us, how does it tell us what to do? As I've again discussed in a previous video, again, if you haven't watched that, the link will be in the description. If you have a prolonged thought, that is an emittance of energy, right? We all know that. What happens is your senses, your awareness heightens. Your awareness heightens, you start to see opportunities around you that you need to, or it tells you what to do, what actions to take in order to manifest, in order to realize that which you want, okay? It tells you what to do, and it maintains focus. It gives direction. If I tell you to do a certain thing, but I'm not telling you what, I expect a certain result, you have to build something for me, but I'm not telling you what. What are the chances? Because I'm not giving you any direction. I'm not telling you what. What are the chances of you actually giving me something even remotely close to what I visualized? There's no way. But if I tell you what to do, if I give you the idea, if I say I want you to build something, a specific thing out of wood or metal or whatever, even though you've never done it before, you've got an idea, so you've got direction. That's what the thoughts are. And prolonged prolonged visualization is what's maintaining that direction. Okay? So this is about 5%. What to do is 5%, and keeping direction is about 5%. Now, this is where the real magic happens. This is 90%. So now action has also two parts. And you cannot take action. In order to manifest that cup of coffee, in order to manifest money, some action needs to occur. Therefore, we cannot start with the action because we don't know what it is that we want. Therefore, we start with the thoughts, with the visualization. This direction gives energy, right? It's 45%. And the fact that the part that doesn't know what to do is another 45%. But you cannot start with that. The bulk process of manifesting that item there, which is 90%, which is the majority, we cannot start with that. Therefore, we start visualizing, okay? Now, you're most probably wondering, how does this all tie in with the vibrations? I'm going to tell you right now. Now, also in a previous video that I've already done, I've mentioned that in order to let the universe or the ether, whatever you want to call it, your higher self, which is ultimately just your awareness going up, in order for it to tell you what to do, because if you decide you want to manifest $1 million, that is giving you direction. But you cannot start doing that because you don't know what to do. You don't know how to do it, right? So in order to get that thought, you need to be in a higher vibration. You need to be in a calm, relaxed state of mind. There cannot be any depression or any guilt or anxiety or any of those negative emotions. Because then your awareness will not go up. You will not see different opportunities in how you can accomplish your goal. But I want you to forget about this part. Because recently it became known that if you are in a low vibration, if you've got negative thoughts, then you won't be able to manifest. And now all of these law of attraction experts out there that are teaching law of attraction are focused on this part. Why? Because back in 2006, when the film The Secret came out and law of attraction became such a massive hit throughout the whole world, people liked the idea because it focused on being able to, with your mind, visualize and then materialize. Visualize something and then it all of a sudden appears. Therefore, it became such a big hit because people like the idea of some magic, something that just happens for them, because people don't have the skills or the ideas in how to do it, or they lack the energy to physically make it happen. Therefore, they enjoy the idea, they like the idea of being able to just sit on your couch and visualize, and then something magically appears. Therefore, the attention was shifted to thoughts and visualization and taken away from action, from taking action. So what happened was people started visualizing because that's the easy part, and then nothing happened, and they wanted to know why something didn't happen. And people started to say that it's because of negative emotions and negative thoughts, your beliefs holding you back, your beliefs preventing you from getting that, from attracting that. Remember, I always say that attraction, law of attraction, is not you attracting something to you. It's in actual fact you moving towards that certain thing. You are in actual fact attracting the method to go about to attaining, to move yourself towards that thing, but not the other way around. So therefore, so much weight's been placed on thoughts and visualization. And now people are under stress because they believe that unless I lift my vibration, I won't ever be able to manifest that which I want. But I want to tell you, you can actually manifest anything whilst being in a low vibration. Because think about this. This is just an example. If you currently have a day job, right, where you go to in the morning, you do your job, and you come home at night. Now, think about this. Throughout the day, nobody that is employed is always at a high vibration throughout the day, right? Throughout that day, you will go through ups and downs. You will experience low vibrations and high vibrations on an hourly basis. But still, you can do your job. You don't cease while you are writing. Let's say it's a writing job, you need to write something. While you're writing, as soon as somebody says something negative to you, you don't immediately now cease to operate, cease to work. You can still finish your job, and you have to finish your job because it's required from you. So how is this possible? How can you still take action while being in a lower vibration? If vibration dictates whether or not you can manifest, because remember that manifestation is nothing more than realization. Thoughts is one part, and then manifesting is the actual, the physical appearance of the item or the thing. So manifestation is nothing more than realizing that item or that thing, realizing that experience. So manifestation is realization. Now, if you are going to your day job, if you got out of bed this morning and you felt depressed or you felt down, you can still do your job. You can still do what is required. And the reason for that is because you have direction. You know what to do. Either somebody told you what to do, or through experience and through being there for a long time, you know exactly what to do. So you've got direction. So that is all you need in order to instigate, in order to start this process, which is the bulk portion of the law of attraction, of attracting, of manifesting, of realizing. Now, I want you to forget about this part because, yes, if you're in a low vibration, you won't see different opportunities, the best opportunities, but you needn't start there. This is the problem. People start this at this point, but they can't. They already experience a low vibration. Forget about this side. This is what's happening at the end. I just want you to visualize and focus on this. This is the instigator. This is the most important part because it gives you direction. Think about this. If you want to manifest something small, like a cup of coffee, the fact that you visualized that cup of coffee, the fact that you thought about that already gave you direction. You know exactly what. You don't exactly know how strong, or what type of coffee, or what type of cup it's going to be in, or how it's going to look, but you know where to go. You've got direction. That's all you need. Because direction, look at this. This is what you don't have at the moment. If you start with the action, you can't. You need to know what to do. Direction gives energy. Okay? Direction gives energy. This is what you need, energy, in order to start this whole cycle. So direction gives energy. And to get direction, you just need to have the thought. So by me visualizing a cup of coffee standing on that table, already I'm 5% there. Got 5% of the energy already, which is the instigator, the starting point to give me direction. Now I've got the 45%. If I start taking action, because you just need direction to start taking action. You don't need to experience love and joy and bliss and all of these high vibrations. You just need direction. Once you've got direction, look at this, 5 plus 45. I'm 50% there to manifest that which I want. I'm 50% there, where people start with this and they are nowhere near where they want to end up. Now, let's just take this as an example. Depression and money. Let's say, just as an example, you want to manifest money because you are experiencing depression. Look at this, the emotion, depression, because of the lack of money. So you want to manifest money to get rid of this depression. Okay? But you need money in order to get rid of this depression, and you need to get rid of the depression in order to get money. Because as the law of attraction experts out there will tell you, that if you are experiencing this low vibration, you won't be able to manifest. Now, my question is, how can you manifest something if the emotion or the vibration that you are experiencing are related to the lack of the thing that you want to manifest? So where do you start? This cycle just continues. Because you can't now all of a sudden just have money to get rid of the depression so that you can start manifesting money. You see the dilemma. So somewhere you have to jump into the cycle. How do you do that? By just having the thought, but not having a prolonged thought for 21 days and waiting and waiting and waiting for something to manifest. You just need the idea, which is 5% of the thought, 5% of the visualization. That gives you direction. It tells you what you want. Then you need to consciously jump in and start taking action, because you've got enough energy. 45% together with the 5% is enough energy to get you going. And look at this. You're going to produce something. Something is going to manifest out of 50% energy. There cannot be a case where nothing, absolutely nothing manifests. If you are practicing 50% of the law of attraction properly. So if you want, let's say if you want $1 million, and you are just taking action because you've got direction, you know you want $1 million, you take action, something will manifest. I'm not saying because it's 50%, this is just to indicate the importance of it. I'm not saying that you are now going to manifest $500,000. I'm saying something will happen. Something will start to show you, give you direction, show you that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And what's going to happen is because you see that something's manifesting, this depression will start to. And because this depression, because remember now, this depression is your low vibration that you are experiencing because the lack of money. Now this can be anything, the lack of relationships. But as soon as this depression goes down, what happens to this? Your thoughts becomes clear. That is how you start raising your vibration, even if it relates to the thing that you want to manifest. Your depression goes down, your negative emotion, your vibration goes up because your negative emotion goes down. So what happens is now you tap into this 5%, what to do. And as soon as you know what to do, this is the starting point to this, the rest of the 45%. So now you know what to do because your thoughts are up, your vibrations are up, your energy is up by another 5%, and that 5% is the instigator that's needed to unlock the rest of the 45%. So initially you had 50% and you manifested something that alleviated the depression, the lower vibrations. You got the rest of the other 5%, the key. So these two are just the keys to unlock the power that's needed to manifest. You've got the first key and unlock the half of the power. Then through doing that, you unlocked the second key that unlocked the rest of the power. And I've got another 50% energy and direction. Got thoughts and actions are sitting at 100%. And look at this, you will manifest your desires, your goals. And what happens? This depression turns to joy or whatever higher emotion or higher vibration you will experience, or that would let you experience. And look at this, the cycle continues. You are at a higher vibration, experience high emotions, and this cycle continues. This is the same as this. It's just simplify. So now I've got higher emotions, higher vibrations, higher energies, take more action. That lets you manifest, gives you good thoughts, again, high emotions, higher vibrations, high energy, and this cycle continues. But the fact or the notion that you won't be able, unless you magically in some way lift your vibration, be able to manifest, because according to these experts out there, there's no such thing as building towards. There's visualization and then there's manifestation. So you visualize a million, there's no building up towards it. It's visualize a million and then manifesting a million. It's not visualizing $10, feeling good about it, turning that 10 into 20, feeling even more good about it, turning the 20 into 100, and feeling better and better and better, and that building up to the $1 million. Because according to these experts out there, time and space does not exist in this 3D world. They want to jump they want to parallel jump. As I've mentioned in the previous video that you can't. They want to parallel jump between having nothing and having $1 million. Life doesn't work that way. Now again, remember, as I mentioned before, that everything you want, you have to give something. People are stuck in this idea of how to manifest something for free. Because these teachers out there tells people that you can manifest just through visualization and 2-cup method and 55 method, visualization and scripting. You can manifest something for free. Life does not work that way. Nothing is for free. Now, if I say this, I'm not saying that you need to pay money for something. If I say you need to give something in order to receive, I'm not talking about physical money. Remember that money was designed by mankind, by humanity. It's just a language that we designed. So I'm not talking about money, I'm talking about something. If you give friendship to somebody and that person, because of your friendship that you gave, your time and effort, they give you a cup of coffee because you now visualize that cup of coffee. You still gave something, but there is no way that you can visualize something and not give anything and something just magically appears. That is not what visualization is, or manifestation, or law of attraction is. Law of attraction is nothing more than giving and receiving. And you need to start giving, which is this energy, 45% of the energy, through having the idea, giving the energy, and that sets this thing in motion. And once it starts to snowball, it's a snowball effect. As I mentioned, starting with $10, $20, $50, $100, then this thing takes form. It starts building up. And that is how this whole cycle, so this is a cycle, this is a cycle, this in totality is a cycle, life is a cycle. But you need to start somewhere. So now people are under stress because they don't know how, because it's either 100% or no, or nothing. Now, as I've mentioned again in a previous video, just by expressing gratitude will not get you going. It will not get you going. The reason why you're not taking action, which is 90%, is because you have no direction. So that's all you need. You don't need to experience absolute bliss in order to be in a position where you can manifest something. You just need direction, and you need to be proactive, to take action. I cannot stress this enough. Money is a good thing to measure, Because I can stand here and tell you that I manifested a friendship, a certain person into my life. And I've got proof of it, right? I just visualized that person and all of a sudden, there they are, okay? That's easy, but it's difficult to measure exactly what I gave, what I did to get that. But money is a very good measure to measure whether or to recognize whether or not somebody is actually able to apply the law of attraction effectively and manifest a certain thing. Go and have a look at all of these self-made millionaires and then see how they did it. Because remember that law of attraction is not something out there that you can either choose to apply in your life or choose to ignore. Law of attraction is a law, it's a universal law, so it's always working. So if that person, that successful person, manifested $1 million, then surely they unknowingly or knowingly applied the law of attraction to make it work. So go and see what they did, how they applied law of attraction. Was it visualization and sitting on the couch? Or was it visualization and taking tremendous amounts of action in order to manifest that thing? There is no such thing as manifesting something for free. It doesn't exist. Now, in that movie, The Secret, one of the gents, Bob Proctor, said that he was earning, I can't remember, I think $6,000 a year, and then he went to over $100,000 a year by understanding the law of attraction. And yes, that is true. That is why I'm teaching this, for you, so you can understand the mechanics behind the law of attraction. But go and look him up. Go and see what exactly he did. Why he went from 6 or 4 or I can't remember how much dollars to over $100,000. Go and see what he did. How much action he took in order to make that happen. Because that is 90% of the law of attraction. And not the visualization. The visualization is just to give you direction and to tell you what to do. But without this 90% of pure action, nothing will manifest. So I hope this makes sense. I just want to write this here so you remember that. Always remember this. Manifestation is nothing more than realization, making it real. If you want that cup of coffee to be there, manifestation means it actually comes into existence. It becomes real. You realize that thing. And think about something in your own life. If you've ever received something for free, think back if it was actually for free or if you gave something for it. I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about friendship, being kind to somebody, helping somebody out, being there for somebody at all times, but you gave something. Nothing in this world comes for free. That is not how the world works. That is what law of attraction is. So if you want any more information, if you don't where to start, if you are struggling financially, you want money, but you're struggling financially and you don't know where to start, go to my website, the link will be in the description, and book a private session with me. It's an hour session that I will listen to you, listen to what emotion, what vibration you are experiencing, listen to why you are experiencing this, get to the core root of this emotion, and then guiding you, telling you where to start to get the cycle going in the direction that you want in order to eliminate your low vibration, your low emotion. So go to my website. You can choose any date and time that would suit you, that is available to you. So go to my website. The link will be in the description. Book an hour session, private session with me, and let's see if we can give you a nudge in the right direction. But thank you so much again for watching. Please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I will continue to do this as I go along, and I will try to do a video every day on a daily basis. But thank you so much for watching. Keep learning, keep growing. Until next time.